Hey folks, Species7 here, welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Farm Sim 19. I am here on my single player map, the Thuringer Oberland, which, for some weird reason, the last video, I think I might have called it by the wrong name. I think I called it Thuringer or something. Anyway, oops. So, still flopping bales here. We're doing pretty good with it, actually, which is nice. And then I think we'll probably have to head into town to grab ourselves some more gear. We're going to need a way to get these bales up out of the field to start with. Well, amongst other things. And we've got to sort the farm a little bit. Have a look at what we're going to need to put into place to get our critters going. Those sorts of things. It is early days on the farm. Now this field, I'll tell you, this side's not too bad, but the other side of this hill, whew. Well, not too bad, he says, as we slow right down, but the other side almost brings me to a stop. Almost. Oh, okay, it was just a shadow. It looked like I dropped a bale under that one tree. I thought, well, that's going to be an issue, but luckily enough, no. It was simply the shadow caused by the branch. Am I even going to be able to turn around up here? Come on, baby. Come on. You can do it. There we go. Whew. Yeah, coming down the hill is not a problem. There we go. I don't think this will take too long, actually. Now, we are going to require some sort of a front-end loader. I haven't decided. I may go for a telehandler. We'll have to see. You're not terribly in the way there, bale. There we go. A couple of these ones done. Yeah, it doesn't look like that much of a hill, but boy, we sure run out of steam before we hit the top, I'll tell you. So for those of you that sort of follow the video gaming industry, you're probably aware there's sort of a thing going on where companies like Ubisoft, for instance, are getting less and less keen to pay Lord Gaben his uppance when it comes to games. From what I understand, Steam charges about 30% on a sale, which is, you know, they do offer a lot, I would think, to a developer, you know, in so much as, hey, you know, you're about to be put onto the biggest platform there is. But it's also a pretty steep cut. And there are new upcoming titles that, yeah, have made a point of stating they are not going to be available on Steam. It's not like they're just not going to be available. They make a point of telling everybody, we're not doing Steam. And, you know, I can kind of see where they're coming from. And not just because of that 30%. You know, I think Steam is, I think it's getting a little bigger than it can manage. It really is. I'll give you an example. I was looking today, and under all the store listings, they've got those, you know, keep scrolling for more recommendations. And you can find some pretty interesting gems down there. Now, I came across one called Steam Hammer. Now, it looks like just my kind of thing. It's a survival-style game, but it's set in a steampunk universe. That's different. I don't have anything like that. So I go to the store page, and right on the store page, in the publisher's own description, it says, "Warning, this game is being discontinued." Blah, 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 blah. You go into the discussions, and you can see, well, it pretty much has been. You can't log on to a public server, and it no longer allows you to start your own. So in other words, it's unplayable. Yet, there it is, not only on sale, but in my recommendations, because I play Hold Your Own, I should like this game. And it's only a small example of the sort of, you know, bad bits that have crept into a platform that I've enjoyed and respected for well over a decade. I mean, I was one of these people that, like many, many others, were first introduced to Steam when it came bundled with the original Half-Life. Of course, so did GameSpy, and, well, we all know what went the way of the dodo. But, so yeah, and back then it was basically just a way to connect with other people if you wanted to multiplayer Half-Life. There wasn't a lot to it. So yeah, I've been a member of Steam since then. And, you know, I have, I think, 600-something games in my Steam library, of which probably a good 100 I've never played because they came bundled with other things that, you know, Humble Bundle, 16 keys for $3. You know, one of the keys is actually a decent game that would interest me. No, not to say decent, but a game that would interest me. But at any rate, you know, there's practices like that. There's their whole return policy. Now, I mean, it's great that there is a return policy. You know, it wasn't too long ago, and there just simply wasn't. You know? It was 100% buyer beware. You bought it, it's yours. It may not work, it might be total garbage, it may be a ripoff, but you bought it, it's yours. Well, you know, there's a number of games where I've gone into the forums and read things about people who said, well, it took longer than that to get through the first tutorial. You know, the 2-hour allowance that Steam gives, so... And there's been all kinds of other little things come and go. But, personally, I'm looking forward. Now, I am looking forward to the competition, you know, in the hopes that it will, you know, maybe make Steam a little more serious about their current platform. But by the same token, how many launchers do you want? You know what I mean? Because they're all going to include that. You know, I'm still getting used to the fact that the only way I can play modded Minecraft is through a launcher. You know what I mean? A launcher that has nothing to do with Minecraft. You know, they just offered the right person the right amount of money, and now if you want to play modded Minecraft, you have to go through the Twitch launcher. You know, yeah. So, that sort of thing, no, I'm not a fan, you know. It's the same, you know, I mean, even itch.io, which, you know, great platform for independent games, rather unused, perhaps. You know, I think there's a lot of people who miss opportunities by never checking out itch.io. There has been some really good games, but even there, where it's not really a place you're gonna, at least I don't, where you go to get completed games and, carry on from there. It's generally a place where you're going to get early alphas of indie games and stuff like that to check out before they become betas on Steam or one of the other platforms. They now have a launcher, which basically at this point means that I'm probably going to deal with less and less games from that site. And I found some pretty good ones there. I just featured one not too long ago, actually. But Steam definitely needs competition. They, much like YouTube, I think, have to come to the realization that, you're not the animal you were 5 years ago, even 2 years ago, even a month ago. You're bigger, badder, you've got more crazies in the wings that are waiting to, see how badly they can break you, and you really need to get on with updating things, making things better. I get tired of logging in, and, the entire store page is filled with anime characters for titles that are 98%, straight up just Japanese titles. They're probably not even terribly playable in English. But no matter how many of them I mark ignore, my store page is full of them every day. Most of the time the entire front page is games I wouldn't even play. So it needs a lot of work, and it has issues, There's a lot of game companies pulling scams. There's a lot of companies getting scammed. It's a mess. It's a mess. But, like I said, other big devs and publishers aren't taking it lying down. They're going to be launching their own services. So, yeah. But then, that is the whole idea, isn't it? Games are supposed to no longer be games. They're supposed to be games as a service. Where you basically get this base animal that, is a playable thing, and then if you want to really enjoy it, well, you have to buy parts B, C, D, and E, and, we're working hard on F, and G's just around the corner, and yeah. Games as a service. Ah, well. It's funny, good old Billy Yates predicted that one day no one would pay for hardware. You would basically be given upgrades as you upgraded your subscription to different software services. So, I don't know, maybe that's the road we're on. But at any rate, guess what? I think I've managed to blither my way through an entire field of bales. So, excellent. This particular part of the job, let's grab this clump, there we go, is done. So, yeah. We might as well unload. There we go. Come on, let go. I really liked it, didn't I? There we go. Alrighty. Now we need to do some fetch quests. And by that, we need to fetch some kit for the farm. Now, one thing I really miss as a mod is the little front loader attacher that allows you to pick headers up. Because I think that is just one of the handiest darn things they've ever come up with, because I would like to grab a corn header, and I would like to grab a header trailer. But unless I'm willing to drive that big Johnny Deere all the way back out to the store, I can't put the two together, you know, and that's a real annoyance. A real annoyance indeed. Alright, now let's try to figure out how we get from here to there. Yeah, it's a long way to the shop. It is indeed. But we'll head out the main entrance and see where it takes us, I guess. I think this one will be quicker, actually, won't it? I think it will. Ooh, that's a neat little canal. Ooh, trippy road, too. Yeah, there is some pretty crazy terrain on this map. Like, I'm really happy we're empty here. Because I would imagine even this tractor would have... Why am I back in all-wheel steering? I guess it resets it to that at the start of each game. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, I think we'll go straight through here if we can actually get across the road. And go, go, go. There you go. Wow. That's one busy little highway, let me tell you. Unleash the beast. 65k. Now it is just over 40 miles an hour, but still, in a skinny tired tractor it feels pretty quick. Whoop. Alrighty. Alrighty, now... Yeah, nothing's close. Alright, now... Man, there's some crazy roads here. That's another thing that would be nice if we could actually have an option to reset things to the farm. Now, maybe Giants found that a little cheaty or something, but because it's certainly not a thing anymore. Or at least not as far as I know, and if it is, boy, I hope one of you lets me know. I really, 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 really do. Okay. Here we are. In the heart of it, eh? Alright. There's our fuel station. The shop is around here somewhere. I have a feeling that we maybe have to come into it this way. Maybe. This seems to be the way into this complex back here. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Klausner, huh? Man, that almost looks like a working sawmill, eh? Wow. Oh really? The shop is not down here. Wow. Make it a little bit more complicated than it needs to be, guys. Come on. I mean, you can hide the sale points, but something as major as the shop, you shouldn't have to take a course in orienteering to find your way there. No, that's the animal sales. And I doubt I'll be able to get through, will I? The shop's right in between this and where we were. But no, all fences. Man, I gotta get used to this map. Oh, nobody cares Russian fishing for her. Go away. I have got to get used to this map. That's pretty bad if I can't find my way into the shop when I'm 20 feet away from it. Alright. I think what it is it looks like the entrance is down on this end, but I think we'll actually come across it if we go far enough here. Yeah, here we go. There, finally, thank you. And I think all the sales stuff ends up around the back, so we might as well go here. We don't need to go and push the sign. See, there's my header trailer. But again, not much point buying the corn header because I'm not going to be able to get it on there. Alright, we also need... There we go. Down to baling. There we go, baling technology. Excuse me, I don't want that one. Here we go, the artisan. Whew, 70k, eh? Wowzer, man. But it is twice the pickup that you get for the round baler. It'll only pick up 8. This guy grabs 16, so... Indeed. Now, we could go back the way we came. And it still does look about the quickest, doesn't it? So, let's try that. Let's try that, indeed. No, we're not going to get mixed up with that stuff. Gertrite AG. Nice. Okay. We'll follow this all the way to the end, hang a left, and we'll be almost there. So I'll get a little more used to that as we make another trip or two into that area. I'm sure. Those of you on the server, I'm going to be putting a little bit of a vlog up as well this evening. With the upcoming Wednesday mod download on its way. So, if you would, pay a quick attention to that when you see it posted. There we go. And we're coming intersection here. Oh, trying to get a little bit wider turn. Ooh, almost got clipped. Almost. Here we go. Well, this is why I wanted the JCB. She does eat up the miles. Wow, look at that. Man. I would not look forward to harvesting that field. I'd be afraid every time you tried to turn the harvester around at the top of the row, it would just simply flop over sideways and roll down the hill. Man. Alright, here we go. A little bit of a tight bit getting across here. Okay, we're almost home. Our great walled city of farm. There we go. Good stuff. We made it. We made it. There we go. Okay. Well, let's get her going. Good Lord. That's like 4 announcements in a row from Russian fishing. Interesting game, by the way. That's, Russian fishing? Yeah. It's... Well, I actually featured it quite a long time ago, a different version of it. I think it was Russian Fishing 2 or something. But, it's a fishing RPG, basically. That's what it amounts to. It's an RPG, but rather than slaying monsters, you catch fish. Yeah, I know, it's completely bizarre. What do we got here? Well, let's get these top guys. How are we doing? 8, we're halfway there. Grab these two out of the corner, I think. Oh, what are you doing? Why is that crabbing so badly? Huh. You need to really be having trouble with that, that bit. It's like it's sticking into the ground. Huh. Maybe it's just catching on the... great. I like that little tree. Not much. Okay. Now we're getting there. Oh, let's grab these two by the entrance so we can get the heck out of there. haven't decided where I want to put them yet. There we go. That should pretty much do it. We can tuck you back in. And we have a lovely bunch of bales. Now, where to put you? Maybe down by our unusable building there. Yeah, that looks like a decent spot, actually. We got all that space back there, eh? So how about... Yeah, this thing really has trouble turning when it's got this on the back. I wonder what it is exactly that's catching. Okay. Set the stack. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Let's see how we do. That should be good. Let's give him a drop. Steady. There we go. Nice. Okay, can I get back through this way now? And the answer is yes. Well, yes, you can. Okie dokie. Oh, struggle, struggle, struggle. There you go. Alright. Keep forgetting these trees aren't exactly drive-thrus. Indeed. Alright, operator's position. And scoop. Whoops. Good driving, boy. Okay, there's half. Now, of course, it looks like we're going to get a little better than half, or a little better than a trailer, aren't we? Not often it works out even, but then I guess there's no reason it should. And a couple more. Yeah, we're going to end up with 3 extra. That's alright. That's alright. Grab you. And we'll grab you. And we're good. Lovely. Oh, I see we're also getting well up to the end of the episode here. So, do hope everybody enjoyed. And let me know what you think in the comments down below. About this, about Steam, about anything you want. Always great to read comments. Always happy to answer them when I can. And I really appreciate the humor some of you leave in your comments as well. I truly do. It's a great way to start the day. So, oop, come on. Yeah, cut it, but not too tight there, dude. Alright, let's try that. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm going to end it there. I will grab the last 3 bales, off, and next time around we'll have to see what we can figure out for more fun and excitement. Indeed. How close are we? I don't want them touching, because that could be disaster. Perfect. Give a little jiggle, that's fine. Alright, there we go. Alright guys, take care of each other folks. This has been Species 7. Ciao for now.